Toyota Motor Corporation, founded in Japan in 1937, is the leading company in the automotive industry. It has more than 100 models of vehicles and sells in over 170 countries and regions. Toyota produces engine only vehicles, hybrid EVs, plug in EVs, and fuel cell EVs.
I'll be talking about benefits. But before I do, I want to mention Akio Toyoda's quote. He says that whenever consumers buy a car from Toyota, they're not just buying the vehicle, they're placing the trust in the company. That being said, I want to mention the factors or benefits that run in the consumer's mind when they're making that purchasing decision. So, firstly, Toyota is well reputed for its durability of its cars, and up to a point that consumers are willing to pay more for used Toyota cars than any other brands. And that leads to the second factor or benefit, which is that consumers, so the resale value of the car, of Toyota cars, is exceptionally high. And just to attest to this, the company claims that around 80% of its cars over the past 20 years are still on the road. That is extremely, like, that's really interesting. And this also makes a perfect transaction because the buyers have a lot of options to choose from, and the sellers can sell at a good market price or even a little higher. But the consumers are demanding for it because they have more options and they believe in and they know that the cars are durable. And the third reason is that Toyota offers the growth or employment opportunities for the next generation. So when Toyota markets its cars in the American market, they're also producing it within the American market. That what by that I mean that they have three production plants in Canada that employ over 8,000 people. So we should portray the fact that whenever consumers are buying Toyota cars, they're investing in the future of their own kids. Because when the company grows, they'll be able to expand, and more jobs will be offered in the future. And the fourth benefit I want to talk about is not really a benefit, but just the idea that should be thrown out there while we are doing the electrification awareness strategy, is that the hybrid option is still available. And to me, I think the hybrid option is one of the most flexible options that is available to the consumers. And the reason I say that is is that is that whenever I go around, I see a lot of people trying to switch towards hybrid. There's still people that are going hybrid, and but then there's still not tons of people. I believe there's potential for people to transfer into hybrids. With the hybrid option, you have the gasoline engine, and then you also have electric components. So with that, you can cushion back on what you know, which is gasoline power, but you can also experiment and get used to of the new technology like electric ones. So with electric, consumers nowadays are aware that they have to play their part in making environment a better place, and they can do that when there's flexible options, which is hybrid. So we should also continue our activities on hybrid power and make people realize that there's still options available for consumers to make the right choice. Switch out of gasoline, but doesn't mean that you have to go with completely new technology. You can go with something more comfortable, more affordable as well. Thank you.
Moving on to the SWOT analysis of Toyota. Toyota is very well known and one of the largest automobile manufacturers around the world. Its management and R&D department are the strengths that have made that possible. The philosophy of the Toyota Way follows the two principles of continuous improvement and respect for people. And Toyota's focus on R&D has kept it on top of its game. For example, their innovation has led to its own solid-state battery pack, breakthrough technology 4 years ahead of schedule that claims to charge electric vehicles from 0 to 100% within the time frame of 10 minutes. On the other hand, Toyota's weaknesses are characterized by its organizational structure and product recall effects. The organizational structure within the company is known to be more like a hierarchy, meaning that important decisions are made by those close to the Toyota family, making it unfortunate for any flexibility in the regional operations. Product recall effects have also taken up time and capital that should be used for new product distribution instead. Moving on to the external factors, Toyota has a lot of opportunities found in the rising demand for electric vehicles and growing markets in developing countries. However, Toyota's strengths are found within its competitors. As companies grow and become more innovative each year, other low-cost competitors find themselves aligned with Toyota, and Toyota must keep up its pace to to beat its competition.
Toyota has emerged as a prominent automotive industry leader. However, in order to reach its goals of becoming one of the frontrunners in the up-and-coming electrified vehicle industry, Toyota chooses to adopt a differentiated targeting strategy for its offerings, as per customer segments. This approach focuses on value-based and user benefit positioning so as to highlight the functional benefits of the company's products. Now, as of lately, Toyota's current lineup of electric vehicles is limited to solely the battery electric model, the BZ4X drivetrain. So in order to ensure further growth, Toyota should plan to pivot their brand toward further electrification. Under its recent developments, Toyota has set the main goals of its marketing strategy toward greater electrification to entail, firstly, by 2030, is to have 20% and 70% of vehicle production in either the forms of battery electric vehicles or other electrified varieties, such as plug-in hybrids, fuel cell, and also hybrid electric vehicles, respectively. The second is to adhere to the principle that the solution to uncertainty is diversity, and what is best for the average person is not always best for everyone. Through its diversified product lineup of different electric vehicle models, this will help cater to different people and their needs. Thirdly, Toyota plans to provide greater focus on, in particular, plug-in hybrid electric vehicles in order to achieve higher carbon return on investment, or CROI. And carbon return on investment refers to the total amount of carbon produced, or refers to when the total amount of carbon produced in manufacturing is counteracted by a greater magnitude from the reduction in emissions produced during the actual use of the vehicle. Now, an advantage of this marketing plan is the flexibility Toyota can provide to many households in the opportunity to increase its reach to more customer segments. Instead of primarily focusing on plug-in electric varieties, like competitors such as Tesla, Toyota plans to introduce 70 electrified models, with 15 being battery electric models that will include things from hybrid, plug-in hybrids, battery electric, and hydrogen fuel cell varieties. And by providing diverse carbon-reducing solutions, Toyota can have products that fit into a variety of different environments. To illustrate, places using electrical grid powered on renewables, or that have many charging stations, can use plug-in hybrid electric vehicles, while fossil fuel dependent areas can instead switch to battery electric vehicles. And moreover, cities with fewer charging stations can therefore opt for other models. As well, from an environmental standpoint, greater focus on the production of plug-in hybrid electric vehicles would also maximize the carbon return on investment and help mitigate emissions at the same time. The average round trip commute is about 51 kilometers, and in a 482 kilometer range battery electric vehicle, this can be very wasteful due to the extra battery mass and greenhouse gases produced in traditional battery manufacturing for those making frequent shorter distance trips. Now, this effectively lowers the carbon return on investment as battery is left unused for the shorter trips. Meanwhile, with plug-in hybrid electric vehicles, on the other hand, which have roughly the same carbon footprint at less cost, less battery, and with more recharge options. In general, one 482 kilometer range battery electric vehicle is equivalent to 8 64 kilometer range plug-in hybrid electric vehicles, driven for the same average commute, leading to an 8 times carbon reduction in Toyota's goal to combat carbon emissions if we were to focus primarily on plug-in hybrid electric vehicles.
Toyota has created different kinds of cars to suit the needs of various people. For example, Toyota Sienna, Highlander Hybrid, and Prius are some of the cars which are family friendly. To meet the needs of people who need luxury cars, Toyota has come up with Lexus automobiles and sports cars like GR Supra and GR 86. On the other hand, well-cap series are Toyota automobiles modified for elderly and people with disabilities. The company also manufactures yachts,
engines, and spare parts and accessories for automobiles and marine products. The company has a research center dedicated to gathering and analyzing data from the Toyota consumer expectations towards Toyota. Toyota is one of the best car manufacturers on the planet. It has gained a top position in the automobile industry. Toyota is known to be pocket friendly and reliable to the customers. This has helped increase their sales and be widely recognized in the market. The pricing strategy used by Toyota is an innovative one. The selling price of the product is often determined by the cost and the profit taken together. Any slight increase or decrease in the production cost will directly affect the customers in terms of the selling price. Toyota has a different approach to this. Instead of calculating the selling price, Toyota first calculates the profit. The company believes that the market mechanism and consumers determine the selling price. Toyota also gives a lot of attention to eliminating waste. This leads to an increase in profit over time due to good pricing, high quality, and low cost vehicles. According to a 2017 report, Toyota unit sales were more than 10 million worldwide. The vehicle price range was between $18,000 to $80,000 based on their model, additional parts, and making cost. The company uses low cost, market share strategy, and differentiation to gain a competitive advantage in the automotive industry. Compared to the competitors, many customers can find Toyota products having better quality, design, and technology.
Toyota is a globally known company that has localized manufacturing plants in the United States, China, and Thailand, dealerships in almost all markets around the world, and a market share of 8.5%. Although most sales transactions occur in dealerships, some retailers also sell parts of the company's products. The company has also given their customers an opportunity to shop online and pre-order their hybrid cars. This allows their clients to easily purchase their automobiles anywhere around the world.
Given Toyota's well-known appeal and brand loyalty, it uses push and pull promotional strategies to attract customers into demanding its products. Toyota executes its push strategies with advertising through various traditional and digital media platforms. Its environmental initiatives, social initiatives, and SDGs initiatives allow Toyota to maintain a positive overall brand image. Toyota also uses pull strategies through their slogan of moving forward to draw attention to the brand and maintain a positive corporate image.
General recommendations for Toyota. Toyota is commonly referred to as the best car making company on an international scale. For countless years, Toyota has offered high quality cars with tremendous reliability, accessibility, and durability, all the while keeping prices to the absolute minimum.